Good morning. It is Thursday, October 19th, 2023. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm waiting on some very, very important people because we've got some really big plans today. But I wanted to get on here. I've got a couple of things that I just wanted to talk about really quick. I'm on a 1 year carnivore diet. It's not 1 year strict. I didn't put that limitation on myself. I didn't put that stipulation on myself. It was never going to be, I'm not going to ever cheat for the next year. But it's not the easiest thing to sustain. So I had a bunch of coworkers of mine came into town over the last couple of days and been hanging out with them a bunch, and I've been eating a couple of things that I probably shouldn't have. Thankfully, I've built in cheat days on this, year-long carnivore diet, but I had a couple of things that that are not carnivore, and I feel like shit today. And I mean, I feel bad, like physically. I don't feel bad mentally. It's not bothering me that I didn't stick to carnivore over the last couple of days. That doesn't bother me at all. I knew I wasn't going to. I also know that I can get back on it without too much issue. So that's not a big deal to me. What is a big deal to me is that it seems like in the carnivore community over the last week or whatever, a lot of people are really struggling with staying on their diets, and I'm not sure if it's got something to do with world events. I don't know if it's because the holiday season's coming up. I don't know and thankfully, I don't suffer from depression at all. I never have. And I'm grateful for that. I know that there's people out there who do. I can't imagine what it's like. But I think, I don't think I believe there might be something to do with this time of the year. Maybe the weather changing, maybe holidays coming up. The thought of having to deal with the holidays coming up, it affects, this is my opinion, I'm no doctor, but I think that it might affect people with depression, significantly. Again, I might be wrong, I'm not sure, but anyway, I've noticed several carnivore influencers over the last couple of days, and I'm not going to name any names. I don't need to throw anybody out there, but dealing with more feelings of depression, at least than they've been letting on up to this point. And I believe all these people to be, honest and trustworthy. So I'm not saying that they've been faking it the whole time, but the feelings that they're putting out there right now, I believe are genuine, and I fully believe that they haven't really been struggling with that unless they have been without saying that they have. I'll just put it that way. One of the influencers that I follow today, a lot of you guys probably watch his channel. He said he's been suffering with depression for, a week or so now. I don't know him. I've never had a conversation with him, but he seems like a genuinely cool guy, somebody that I could hang out with. He and several others have, one, been dealing with more depression apparently lately, and two, have gotten off of the carnivore way of eating. The guy whose video I just watched this morning was talking about, he doesn't know whether he needs to give up the YouTube channel. He doesn't, he just, from what I could take from it, he's having trouble discerning where or what direction to go in with his life. I don't have advice for anybody. I really don't. I'm not an influencer at all. I just post YouTube videos about being on the carnivore diet and, my experiences with it. I don't intentionally try to motivate people because I'm not that guy. I'm not really a huge motivational kind of guy. I'm more of a follower than a leader. And I'm still trying to figure all of this out on my own. I don't have answers for everybody's questions. I've got opinions like everybody else has, but I don't. I'm surely no doctor. And there's things that I'm still discovering being a year and a half into the carnivore diet now. Not straight for a year and a half. There's been some, times where I wasn't on it, but 95% of the last year and a half I've been carnivore. So yeah, I've figured some stuff out, but I'm no doctor, and so therefore I wouldn't try to give advice to anybody, especially when you're making life decisions on your life that I don't know anything about. But I will say that the people that I watch, and who I follow, and I'll comment on your videos every once in a while. You may not know me, but I know you. Um, my recommendation, not necessarily advice, but my recommendation is please don't give up. Please keep going. I used to beat myself up over cheating on the diet, and I just don't do it anymore. There's nothing to be gained from it. There's no benefit to beating yourself up over it. You can't change it. You can only go forward. Stop beating yourself up over it. But for the depression part, I don't know how, I don't know what advice to give, and nor would I try. But all I would ask is to please keep going. There's a lot of people out there who I watch, who motivate me to do better. And I'm not the only one that gets motivation from y'all's videos. Like I said, I don't want to name names. I hope everybody can figure out who it is because you probably watch the same channels that I do. But there are a couple of, carnivore influencers out there who are struggling right now. And my heartfelt recommendation is to please just not give up. Please keep going strong. There was the same guy who said he was having struggles with depression lately. Said he's running out of content, and that can't be. And I struggle with that too. There's a lot of times I'll make a video and I don't have shit to say. I don't have anything to say to anybody, but I'll just say, hey, this is an update. I did this and I did that and I did this, and I'm just staying the course. And life is boring on the carnivore front, and that's a good thing. It's not, well, what's not good on the carnivore diet is a bunch of drama and a bunch of this and a bunch of that. And, roller coastering. If you've got a boring carnivore life, you're doing it right. And excuse me, that's why I don't worry about not having content to share. If I don't have content to share, I'll just say, hey, this is what I've been, doing. This is what has been going on. I'll catch you in a few days. And that's the video that I put out. It might last 2 minutes. But to the guy who says that he's running out of content sometimes, you know what? Post a little 2-minute video. Say, I've got this going on. I've got this going on. If you're struggling with depression, say that. Say, I'm struggling with depression. This man is a man of faith, and any prayers would be appreciated. I'm praying for the guy for sure. So it's, but I think a lot of these guys enjoy, and they get a lot of pleasure from posting videos on YouTube. They enjoy the community that we're a part of. I do, and I'm not even really that involved with the carnivore community. I'm a nobody when it comes to the carnivore community, but I enjoy watching people's videos, seeing their victories, and relating. I don't enjoy relating to their struggles, but I do relate to a lot of their, at least, diet struggles, if not the depression stuff. And so, I get a lot out of it. If a guy posts a 3-minute video that says, well, I ate these bacon and eggs this morning, and I went for a walk and everything's great and I'm feeling good. I really don't have much else to add, but I hope everybody's having a great day. If somebody posts a video like that, I'm like, dude, I totally relate to that. That was me 2 days ago. And a lot of people stay motivated just watching a video like that, just knowing that you're still going, that you're not quitting, that you're not succumbing to anything. If you succumb to a cheat day, they love to know that you beat it, and then that's in your past, and you don't have to worry about it. Just if you're struggling, and this doesn't just go to any influencers, this would go to anybody that's struggling. There's a lot of people struggling right now due to world events, and the social climate in our country right now is not what our founding fathers wanted at all. So I'm not going to get deeper into it than that, but that's just my opinion on that. But there are a lot of people struggling right now. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep going. You have to keep going, because if everybody just stops, then nobody wins. Nobody's going to win. And I don't want that. I want everybody to win. I want me to win. I want the people that I watch on YouTube to win. I want you, if you don't have a YouTube channel, but you somehow see this video and you're one of my like 12 subscribers, I want you to win. I want everybody to win. And it's not going to happen if we start giving up. And I normally wouldn't even really say anything about that, but I'm noticing a pattern, and it's over the last week or two. It's if it were just one of the influencers that I watch, hey, you know what? Everybody slips up every once in a while. Everybody goes through rough patches. Everybody gets that. But it's 3 or 4 people now that I've seen. They're just, oh man, I can't believe that I just got off the wagon again, and blah 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 blah, and it's just the worst thing in the world. And I can relate to that too. I stopped beating myself up over it. For the reasons I said before, you can't change it, but I relate, to that. I relate to all of it. I relate to having a great week where I didn't eat anything that wasn't carnivore. And then I feel like $1 million after that week. I relate to that. And then I relate to over the last day or two eating, a bunch of crap with my coworkers in town and feeling like shit today. I relate to that too. I relate to all of it. So, but I'm not going to quit, and I don't want anybody else to quit either. Just don't quit. Okay. Just keep going. And I don't know what to tell you about depression. I really don't. I don't know. And so I'm not going to. But you may not be able to control that, but you can control your diet. You can control what makes you feel better physically as it relates to your diet. And all I would say is just keep doing that. Keep doing that. That's really about it. I'm back on Carnivore today. All I've had is a couple of cups of coffee and an omelet with some bacon and some sausage. And, I'm in the process of detoxing after the last couple of days. I did have a couple of beers with my boss over the last few days. And gosh, it just amazes me how physically bad I feel right now. And I used to feel like that all the time, but I had no idea that I felt like that all the time until, I started not feeling like that all the time. It's rare these days that I even have a beer, and I love my beer. So I'll be detoxing for a week or so probably, and be right back into it. So anyway, that's my little, speech. If you're out there and you're struggling, man, just keep going. Just keep going. But a lot of the people that I watch on YouTube have been doing this for a long time, a year or two. And some of the people I watch on YouTube have been doing it for less than a year. And some of the people I watch on YouTube have been doing it for like 3 months or 30 days. And you just got to keep going. There's not another viable option. There's not a good option that says, okay, well, just stay off this and, go back to eating all the sugar and the seed oils and drinking yourself to death. And that's not a viable option at all. I'm sorry if you're struggling mentally. I want to see you succeed physically. So please keep going. Please keep inspiring people. Whether you set out to inspire people or not, you're doing it. You don't have to come up with gimmicky, videos. You don't have to come up with, like crazy content. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Be yourself. Lay it out there. Lay out the truth. Honesty is going to get you a lot farther than anything else. If you say, man, I slept up yesterday, but gosh, I'm right back on it today, and I've got a whole new outlook on a thing, I can relate to that, and so can everybody else. And if you say, I've been going strong for like 30 days, then everybody out there's going to be like, oh man, this guy totally did it. I can too. So just please keep going. It's Thursday, October 19th, 2023. I'm back on the wagon, and I hope everybody else gets there too. So have a great day.